All right, man. Culture Talk. Make sure to subscribe to the page. So today, I'm going to be reacting to something Joe Budden said. Basically saying he's the blueprint of it. He passed the baton to get Drake out of here, basically. And I want to listen to it because I see a lot of people reacting to it. And knowing Joe Buttons, so I've been following Joe Buttons for a long time. Joe Buttons is not a malicious person. And he don't say things. From what I'm seeing, a lot of people were saying, he's saying it. I can almost guarantee you it's much more to the story. I ain't even see nothing yet, but I can almost guarantee, because he's not a person who, he's kind of like Kendrick to me. Joe Buttons don't like being popular. And he's not messy. He might say some things, but for the most part, he don't be out here just misleading people. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I disagree with Joe. A lot of things I disagree with Joe. But I will say he's a genuine person. And he don't be misleading people. You know what I'm saying? Just saying stuff just to say it. He never does that. So we're going to watch this. Academics talk about it. And yeah. Also, too, man, if you like the content, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, man, if I haven't earned your subscription today, I work very hard. Thank you so much for all the subscribers. But if I haven't earned your subscription, you watching me, it's cool you watching me, but consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start releasing 8 o'clock content in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and 6 o'clock at night. So I'm going to try to stay consistent with that. 3 videos a day, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be ranging from topics, all different topics. And so you can see it, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm going to start doing. So 8, 12, 6. Boom. Let's go.
Their show. Let me see. Is it this? Allow YouTube ads. Yeah, that's Joe, my man. So I got to make sure you get his ad dollars. Let's go. I'm trying to play the original point.
The thoughts.
Okay, here we go.
Friends disagree.
And listen,
Hey, yo,
How you doing on our bet?
I'm cool.
Scale right there.
What about?
We gonna get to you crying about that Hollywood Unlocked Award.
Yeah, that matters.
I started with profile.
Yeah.
Profile. It starts there. Kendrick is way different. I was mad that it got clipped up that way, but engagement farming, I get it. Have a blast.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, okay. No. He was commenting on this. So he was commenting on spaces he did where he said something that went viral, and it was this.
As far as your other point, I'll share some really, it may come off the wrong way, it may sound narcissistic, but I don't think any one man takes down Drake. I think that was a baton. I think I passed the baton to Push. I think Push passed the baton to Kendrick, and the job is done now. That's how I feel in my...
I knew it. I knew it. But let's keep it going.
head and my heart.
That's crazy.
But that's looking at Drake as more than just a person. That's looking at him as an entity, a business,
Yeah.
That's a wild baton to
Definitely,
pass,
definitely.
by the way. Yeah.
As far as your...
Okay. Now he explained that, and I want to give him his proper due by him.
We gonna get to you crying about that Hollywood Unlocked Award.
All right, so I want to speak on that real quick. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's just play it. See what Joe got to say, and then I'm going to speak on what he said.
explain to Ish, because Ish looks confused. He has no idea what you're talking about with this baton passing.
They set me up for the gusto again, but I walk into the trap because Joe Budden. We on the spaces. The Drake topic won't die. A Joe Budden fan.
By the way, Joe is right about that. Everybody keeps thinking Ak or Joe or whoever is obsessed with talking about Drake. First and foremost, for everybody who's discussing us talking about them, me and Joe Budden are the only media entities that were mentioned in the battle. Drake literally mentioned the Joe Budden podcast on Tailor Made Freestyle. Kendrick mentioned me on 616, and I'm literally sampled on push-ups. So for the rest of y'all media niggas, y'all are the ancillary niggas. Like, y'all are the niggas that just keep going. I'm not dragging it. I'm in it. Joe not dragging it. He's in it. For the rest of you niggas, y'all should hang it up. Just to be very clear. And I just gotta, I gotta say that because me and my mans, we 1 and 2. We trade spots every now and then. You feel what I'm saying?
Clearly a Joe Budden fan, like a music Joe Budden fan, says, hey, Joe, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, don't you think that in terms of like the information that was used in the battle that you kind of laid the blueprint for? And I'm down south, just walking around outside. Little Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Yo, anytime you say to yourself, you know what? Some bullshit is coming out. But I'm standing, I'm dead ass. So I say, you know what? This is gonna sound arrogant, a little narcissistic, but I don't care, fuck it. I'm talking to my people.
There's other people there.
Nigga don't know.
That's where you always go wrong.
Yo, I used to think that when we were streaming. Remember when we had like 3,000 people watching our stream? I'd be like, yo, I could tell y'all little secrets about the industry nobody will ever know. I'm only talking to y'all. And then once I started making the blogs for everything I said, I'm like, oh, this is a really public platform. But if y'all don't know my streaming history, I started streaming because I hated the fact I had 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and I wanted to talk to my core audience that I thought was a family in the community, the chat niggas. And what happened is, it worked for about like a year or two, and then it started getting popular, and then people started infiltrating it and just be like, oh, let's just sit here and wait for clips.
You talking to your people, nigga. You don't have people. You've never had people. You got abandonment issues your whole life. Your dad went to jail. Like, nigga, why you think you got people anywhere? And I say, you know what? I personally do feel like I passed the baton to Push passed the baton to Kendrick, and now the job is done. End quote. Boy, they clipped that motherfucker up like hotcakes, but without the question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the clip just starts with, and the headlines say, Joe Budden is taking credit for Kendrick's win against Drake. Joe Budden says Kendrick couldn't beat Drake without his information. It's just a bad headline. So they cut out the question, and it's me saying, you know what? I do feel like I gave them niggas the baton. And he gave, now that we here on my platform where I can expound, I'm not expounding because I 100% stand in that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Push got a little creative. He did the research. Yeah, I don't want.
Okay, he's basically gonna explain that, yo, and I don't want to play the whole thing. He's saying, yo, I'm not saying I killed him. I'm saying that I started with the train of thought and idea that everybody else expounded upon, right? Like, I talked about some of the what I perceived as fakeness or fraudness, or he got his body done, blah 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 blah. Like he said he.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there because you can watch the Joe Budden joint. Yeah, y'all can watch the Joe Budden's podcast. It's on YouTube and he explains it. But I'm going to get my thoughts on this. I actually agree with Joe Budden's on this. I think that Joe Budden's did pass the baton to Pusha T because he was the one that actually fully committed to dissing Drake first. Now, here's the thing. It's what y'all want. I want everybody to understand, because I know there's a lot of people who always go off of popularity. Joe Budden's is a very significant name in hip hop, whether you want to say through media or through music. He did songs with everybody. He did songs around everybody. Is he the biggest artist in the world? No, but he has one of the biggest records of all time. So that's that. Drake came to a Joe Budden's concert when Joe Budden was performing, I believe. This is before Drake was big. And he was just getting started. And there is a video on YouTube. You just type it in. I might even put the clip in. Matter of fact, I'm going to find the clip and I'm going to put it in.
Situation. I'm happy. I'm honored. I'm honored to be around you, man. This is the first time.
Yo, come on.
Okay, so I can't be honest on your network here. I can't be honest to your fans and say I'm honored to be around you. We all used to listen to you, so I don't need. You need to take. You need. That's what you need. You need to learn how to take compliments.
I think I take compliments.
No, you don't take compliments well. You think everybody bullshitting you.
I'm jaded, right?
You are, I got this. Man. I'm genuinely saying it's an honor to be around Joe Budden. It's the first time we've met. You know what I'm saying, formally. And he's a great guy, man. Stop fucking.
You know what, man?
Stop attacking him, man. He's a great guy.
Stop attacking him.
I'm pleading with you, man. With you villains, man. Stop attacking him.
All right, so you know what? Hopefully this will garner me. This will get me some more female fans.
But as you can see, he literally said that to Joe Buttons. And that's Drake when he was just starting out. So when they got into their little feud, Joe Buttons said a lot of things that people said later. So how can you say that it wasn't the blueprint when he said some things about the abs, about him being sensitive, a bunch of different things? He said, go listen to them joints. Now, the first person who ever mentioned Drake and dissed Drake was Jay-Z. Royce the 5'9" actually mentioned Drake's name before Jay-Z, but it wasn't a diss. Then you had Jay-Z, and then you had of any notoriety, you had I believe it was Kendrick. When he put this names in the songs, and then Joe Buttons. When Drake dissed Joe Buttons, and Joe Buttons just went in on him, did 5 joints. You know what I'm saying? 5 joints, and they're all fire. And they all still on YouTube. They all still out. So I think that Joe Buttons has a point there, and he's not being narcissistic or being I guess overzealous or anything you want to call it. He's not doing that when he is basically saying, I did pass the baton to Push, and Push took it to another level. And then Push passed the baton to Kendrick, and Kendrick did the job. He finished it. I think that there are different versions of Drake. I think the hip hop version of Drake is suffering really bad right now. And I don't think that he's really welcome anymore, or he's just not welcome to the point where people really want to hear what he has to say. And I think that that's the reason why he's not really dropping any raps like that. I mean, the one rap he did on Sexy Red, but that definitely embraced that. And I also want to talk about real quick before I get out of here. He also did some stupid shit too. So I don't know if it's him or if it's how you gonna sue, or your label gonna sue. How your label gonna sue someone for using BBL Drizzy when you literally did a song rapped over the BBL Drizzy beat? How are they suing? That doesn't make sense. How? How are they trying to sue? What are you going to sue you too? I don't get it. But either way, man, I think Joe was, and I got to give him his props. He was the one that actually started all this as far as the blueprint goes to getting Drake out of here. Not start the dissing. Don't get in my comments and say, well, the reason why, because Jay-Z, blah, 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 blah. He was the blueprint that started the pointing out certain things. All right, man, I'm out of here. Sketch pads, torture talk, combat convo, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all like and share, subscribe to everything that we do over here. All right, man. See ya. Peace. Bye.